I want to be upfront about something before we get into this video because I know what it sounds like when someone says they built a business that makes over $40,000 a month without doing the work themselves. It sounds like a lie. It sounds like the kind of thing someone says before they ask you to buy their course. So let me tell you exactly what I mean before you click off, because there is a version of this that is real and there's a version of this that is not. And I want to be very clear about which one that I built. The version that is not real is the one where you set something up one time, never think about it again, and money appears in your bank account indefinitely. That does not exist. If someone is selling that to you, they are lying to you. The version that is real is a business where you're not the one doing the physical work. You are not the one managing every client call, every scheduling issue, every complaint, and your time investment once the system is running is somewhere around 10, 15 hours a week. That is what I built. It does require real work, and this is what I'm going to show you in this video. It is a remote residential cleaning business. I've never cleaned a single home. My independent contractor cleaners do that. My VA team handles the entire day-to-day operations at this point. I do a 15-minute stand-up call in the morning. I look at the numbers on a daily basis. I make high-level decisions when it matters or when I need to, and I move on with my day. Now let me show you exactly how that works. So the reason most people have not heard of this is that it sits in an odd place between two categories that get a lot of attention and one that almost never does. The first category is traditional cleaning business. Someone starts a cleaning company, they hire employees, they manage schedules, they get an office, they buy equipment, supplies. They're running a local operation that requires them to be physically present and constantly involved. That is a real business, but is not what I built. The second category is passive income content. Someone's gonna sell you the idea that you can build something once, automate it, check your bank account from a beach forever, basically. That is not real either. And the fact that it gets packaged and sold that way is one of the reasons people are so skeptical of anything that sounds remotely like it. What I built sits in between those two things. It is a real operating business with real clients, real cleaners, real recurring revenue. It is also designed from the ground up to not require me personally to perform any of the services it sells, and to not require me to be involved in the operational details of running it day to day. The way that works is through two things. Number one, independent contractor cleaners. Number two, a VA operated system. So let me explain both. So the cleaners who work inside my business are not my employees. They are independent contractors. That distinction matters for a few reasons. As an independent contractor, a cleaner is running their own cleaning operation. They're responsible for their own transportation, their own cleaning supplies and equipment, and their own scheduling and availability. I am hiring them on a per job basis to fulfill cleanings that my business sells. I set the quality standards, I have the checklist, I have them go through my hiring and vetting process, and I am responsible for the client relationship. I am not their employer in the traditional sense, which means I'm not managing their hours, I'm not paying for employment or onboarding, I'm not doing taxes, I'm not running a cleaning crew in the traditional sense. The result of this structure is that the physical work of the business, the actual cleaning of the homes, is going to happen without my involvement entirely. The client's going to book the cleaning either through my sales team. The booking software will automatically assign the cleaner. The cleaner is going to show up the day of the job, does the job, the client pays. My margin on that job sits around 50% because the cleaner is going to take half of the ticket. Now, I don't touch any of that sequence. What I do is I manage the supply side. I make sure I always have enough reliable cleaners available to fulfill on the volume of bookings that are coming in, making sure that the hiring pipeline basically never goes empty, making sure the quality standards are being maintained through the feedback loop after every single clean that my VA team manages. That is the operational work, and it is what I have delegated to the VA system. Now, this is the part that took me the longest to build correctly, and the part that most people either skip or do wrong, which is why they end up running a business that still requires them every single day. My team handles the day-to-day operations of the business, everything from client communication, scheduling management, hiring, cleaner coordination, payment follow-up, customer complaints, review requests. Every recurring operational task that has to happen on a daily basis to keep my business running is owned by the VA. The way that I stay connected without being in every single micro decision that's being made is I have the stand-up call, but I also have dashboards that track every single metric that I would want to know on any given second. And when I have that, I can do that in the call. We go over the same things, where the sales are tracking, what is happening with the cleaners, are there any scheduling issues from the previous day, are there any outstanding problems that need resolution, and what the VA needs from me to get the job done. So I'll look at those numbers, I'll flag anything that needs a decision from me, and I pretty much move on. The rest of my involvement is basically high-level oversight. Things will get escalated to me when it really needs my help, but from a day-to-day operational sense, everyone is executing 90% of the tasks. Again, I'm just just focusing on, are we hitting revenue targets? Are there patterns in the data that I need to address? Is the hiring pipeline healthy? Are client retention numbers where they should be? Those are not operational questions. Those are high-level owner questions, right? And they require maybe, an hour or two of attention on a given week on the days when I choose to look at them, right? That's the structure. Cleaners will handle the physical work. The VA team handles the operational work. I handle the strategic, critical thinking oversight. So 3 layers, each doing the work that belongs to them. Now, I want to be specific about the financials because I think the vagueness around this is one of the reasons people do not take it seriously. So the average clean in my business is priced around $200. My cleaners take roughly half of that, so my gross profit per cleaning is $100. If I have 50 recurring bi-weekly clients booked into my system, that is 100 cleans per month at $100 margin each, which is $10,000 in gross revenue. To get to $40,000 a month, I have a combination of recurring bi-weekly clients. Some clients are on weekly, some are on monthly. We'll obviously have one-time deep cleanings and move-outs that sit on top of that, and we have some small commercial recurring contracts as well. Now, the monthly operating cost from a software stack standpoint is only about $300 to $400 a month, depending on how much you're paying for the volume you're using. That's going to be things like booking software, business phone, email, CRM, those costs that are fixed every single month. Now, the variable expense is your marketing, right? That's going to vary depending on how big your company is. So I would earmark roughly around 15 upwards to 20% if you're just starting of your revenue to be budgeted to marketing costs so you can grow the business. Obviously, the point of that is to generate not only one-time sales, but recurring sales so you can build that base of predictable income month over month. And then the only other cost is really just the VA team. And that can range depending if they're coming in as entry level or they've graduated to a more senior role from anywhere from like $5 to $9 per hour. Okay, so when you put all that together, the net margin usually sits around 30% of revenue. Now, the thing I want you to focus on is not any number, $40, $50, $60,000 specifically. The thing that I want you to focus on is the recurring model and what that means for this business as it compounds. If you add more recurring clients in a month, those clients are going to come back every week or every 2 weeks indefinitely. I do not have to reacquire them. I don't have to resell them. They're in the system. They generate revenue automatically until they cancel. The business compounds because the recurring base keeps growing while the cost to maintain it is basically staying flat throughout that entire growth trajectory. I want to give you a real picture of this because I think the abstract description is probably less useful than the specific one, right? My morning starts with the stand-up that I talked about with the team. We go over anything that we just mentioned, right? High-level items, priority items, things that are not on pace, any issues from the previous day that are getting flagged, any decisions that I need to get involved with, if any, and then the team goes back to running the day-to-day operation. That call is going to be the most operationally connected I am to the business on most days. After that, I might spend 30 minutes, 60 minutes looking at some metrics on a dashboard, right? What's our revenue tracking for the week? How's our booking volume? What's our cleaner pipeline and availability look like? How's our retention? Are we tracking on marketing spend and ROI numbers? Those numbers are going to tell me the health of the business and whether or not I need to step in, course correct anything, or bring something else to my attention to address. Now, things that I don't address are things like cleaners who are consistently getting complaints, right? That need to get removed from the roster, follow-up calls to clients so we can make sure that our sales pipeline is moving, review requests for clients that we just cleaned their house for the first time, right? These are tasks. VAs are going to do that and execute that. On a normal day where nothing specific needs my attention, my involvement in the business from that point forward is basically zero. I have calls with clients in my program. I obviously film content like this. I work on the software that I'm building. The cleaning business is running in the background. That is not a passive income. I just want to be clear. There is a real system behind it. I built it from the ground up. It took time. It took intentionality, but it is as close to a business that runs without you as I've found in the actual real world, and it generates real recurring revenue while doing it. Now, I want to give you some proof that this is not just specific to me, that I found this out and I'm the only one who can do this, because I think the most important question someone might be watching this is whether this is repeatable for themselves or whether I had some specific advantage that made it work for me or someone else. So Zach, as an example, came from a corporate sales background. He lived in Iowa. He started a business from literally zero while still employed. Now he does over $60,000 a month. He actually left his corporate job, now runs this business full time with his VA team. And I actually just got him to be a coach on the team now. Sarah literally worked at a call center that made staying where she was no longer an option because she felt burnt out and undervalued. She had done 10,000 in 30 days. She's up to over $45,000 a month now. She's beginning the process of VA delegation so she can basically buy back all of her time. So she's building out all that infrastructure now. Dan had a marketing background and a specific goal. He wanted to retire his wife, who was dealing with her own health problems from the stresses of her job. He hit 10,000 in 47 days. He's now doing over $45,000 a month. His wife is now home with the kids. Now, none of these people had cleaning background. None of these people had a entrepreneurial business background specific to service businesses. What they had was a system, the discipline to run it in the right order, and a reason to make it work and get through the initial period period where you have to build the asset. The outcome in each case was a business that generates real recurring revenue without them doing the physical work themselves. So that's the model. Independent contractors handle the physical work. A VA operated system handles the day-to-day operations. You handle the high-level decision-making and strategic oversight. The business generates recurring revenue from a base of clients who book on frequencies such as 2 weeks, monthly, weekly, without you having to reacquire them. Again, this isn't passive income. It is a real business. It is a business designed from the ground up to not require you to do the thing it sells and not require you to be in every operational decision on a daily basis. If you want to see the full system for how to build this from zero, I have a free course in the description that covers every step from market selection to your first $10,000 a month. And if you have any specific questions about anything I've covered, drop them in the comments. I read every single one. I will choose the best ones for future videos. And as always, I will see you on the next one.